Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, or evening or morning, wherever you happen to be in the world right now. I'm DanQ8000, as you all know, and welcome back for another car vlog featuring DashCam in the latest and greatest advanced software. Just kidding, it's just my GoPro. I gotta get a legit one though pretty soon, I think. Anyways, welcome back. There's a topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a long time now. I've mentioned it in other Let's Plays. I have mentioned it in Let's Plays, and I've also mentioned it on previous car vlogs in passing, or as a result of certain things, okay? Let's just say that. So, I come from a city that is, let's just say, known for bad drivers, okay? I think that's an unfair statement, saying that all bad drivers come from my city, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, my hometown, born and raised. I don't really think it's a fair assumption to say, oh, all Edmonton drivers. I saw that guy yesterday, is lime green Volkswagen Golf wagon. Sorry, I get distracted. Anyways, I don't really think it's fair to say that bad drivers come from here. It seems like a lot of people like come over here for work or do whatever they do, and that you get everyone coming over here from work, and there's a lot of different people from a lot of different countries, places, what have you, and that kind of brings bad driving over here. But that's neither here nor there. Now, I want everybody to remember coming up here, this stretch of road, or not so much this particular spot, but I just want people to remember. I'll tell you when we get closer. However, I'd like people to know, I'm basically going to explain. Look at this idiot. Look at him. What the fuck is this guy doing? See that lane change? He just drifted back over. Well, you're on camera, bruh. Yo, look at him. He's drunk. Go home, you're drunk. Look at this. Look at him, he's like crossing back and forth. He doesn't know what he wants to do. I was hoping I'd catch a couple of morons. It is Friday rush hour though. It's 4:30 p.m. and we're bound to get a few Nimrods at this time of day. And we're slowing down to under the speed limit. We're about to go less than 80 kilometers an hour on a 100 highway. That's fantastic. Anyways, I want everybody, like I was saying before, I was kind of stalling there, everyone to remember this part of the road except on the other side there. So we're going westbound right now. Technically it's westbound, and this is is it westbound or would it be southbound? No, pardon me, we're going northbound. This is southbound. At this particular moment over here, like over there, as you can see to the left part of the car on the other side of the road, I want everybody to remember this zone, okay? Just for future reference when I bring it up later. Now, the topic of this video is road rage, and particularly my road rage, because I'll be the first to admit it, and I'll be the first to let you guys know about it. I've had road rage for the past, let's say, I think it really started, I've had it like, not my entire driving, you know, not my entirety of driving. I'd say I've had it especially bad since 2013 when I got my other job. Like I've been driving, obviously I've been doing YouTube full time for a while now, but I've been driving, I drove professionally for about 5 years, roughly. I think 5 years I was driving professionally, various larger vehicles like 5-ton trucks and what have you. And I saw a lot of stuff go down. I was on the road maybe 70% of the day, and I saw basically everything there is to see, whether there be a crazy incident, or just bad driving, or road ragers, whatever. I've seen it all. And in doing that, I just see people with the lack of knowledge that they have when they're given their license. They have no knowledge, no proper knowledge. It's like they're not being tested properly. And they come here, they get their license, and they can't drive for shit. Like, for example, right now, I'm doing my best to keep away from this guy in front of me. Like, obviously, it's a wide-angle lens. I want everybody to know that. The GoPro is a wide-angled lens, and it's gonna look like I'm further away than I am. You know what I mean? Same thing if somebody cuts me off, say today, or something like that. it's gonna look like they're not as close as they really are, and they're actually quite fucking close. For example, the guy behind me right now, keep in mind, we're on a highway. He's rather close. Like, he's not so bad right now, but he was rather close there for a bit. And okay, I'm gonna kind of go back. Like I said, I have a road rage problem. I get way angrier at smaller things now than I used to. See, he's back on my ass again, and I'm not doing 100. I'm doing over 100, so I'm doing over the speed limit. And this guy is, if I can't see his headlights, he's fucking close. And that pisses me off because I'm trying, you gotta remember, you gotta keep the 2-second rule behind the car in front of you, which I am 1/1002, so I'm a little close to him technically, but the guy behind me, I could give him a brake test, but I won't do that because that'll cause problems and potential injury, and we don't want to go that route. So, anyways, as I was working at this one company, particularly the one I left, I noticed that my road rage got worse and worse because I was on the road more than my previous jobs when I would drive professionally, okay? So little things started pissing me off because then I started thinking to myself, how could somebody be that retarded? How could somebody be that, throw caution to the wind and just not give a shit about anybody around them and put people's lives in danger? And, it just, oh shit, hold on, brace yourselves, guys. I'm gonna brace you for you. Hold on. Every day. Well, not every day, but this is my old route to my old job. And that one thing, if you guys remember, I posted a picture on my Facebook of my tire completely exploded. That was the bump I hit that caused it to explode. If you want to check it out at this, go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/DanQ8000 for that picture. I'm sure if you scroll down, you'll find it. Anyways, I'm gonna fucking slap the shit out of this guy. See how annoyed I'm? Look at that, he's doing that, he's doing the, oh, what's in front of him thing. I don't have a camera on my rear, so I can't tell you what's going on, but he like slid over the solid yellow line on the lane here to see what was going on. It's fucking traffic. It's 4:40 in the afternoon on a Friday. Watch this ricer cut in front of me. I can see it. Is it gonna happen? Nope. He didn't take the risk. He didn't take the risk. And this guy in this Cavalier in front of me is gonna cause an accident. Look at the drifting he's doing. But I'm telling you, man, that's why I've decided to GoPro my car vlogs, just so you guys, because for a while there'd be like an idiot doing some, okay, fuck, see, I'm pissed because he's so fucking close. Stop it, faggot. I'm gonna fucking slap your fucking face in. See what I mean? I'm getting angry already. I've only been recording for a few minutes. Like, fuck off, dude. Do you want me to run into the guy in front of me? Like, you see what look, there he speeds up again. Fucking homo, like, get the fuck out of here. Forgive me, I shouldn't use that word. I'm not homophobic, I just, you know what it is, right? You know how it'd be. So, at least if there's a confrontation, I got it on film, son. I got it on film. But I'm debating, like, see, normally somebody like this, if there was enough space and there was enough time, I'd get out of the way so he can, have his tiny penis syndrome. I understand it's a problem. So, anyways, I probably should have exited. I wonder if I still can. Nah, it's gonna be a little risky. I won't do it. But yeah. Anywho's, I got distracted by, look, this guy is gonna fucking hit me, and because he's got a fucking shitty Hyundai Tiburon, and his car is worth fucking nothing, and he won't have the proper insurance or something like that. I guarantee it. And he's gonna be a big bro when he gets out. Because like I can go just so much faster right now. I got so much space in front of me. Oh, I might take this exit here. Something's going on up here. Slow it down. Okay, fuck, dude, I swear to God. No, I'm seriously, he is so close right now. Fucking idiot. I'm sorry, guys, I really am sorry. I wasn't planning on getting the video that I'm explaining. I have road rage, and it's clear that I do. Oh my God. Okay, now this part, there's a speed camera over that overpass that always will sit there. So what I'm gonna do is quickly overtake. Can't really overtake right now. Try and get under to 110. Kind of, just so it doesn't pick it up. Let's just see if I'm right. See if there's anybody there. Nope, nobody's there today. This guy's, you know, I'm getting out of here. This guy's pissing me off. Go ahead, buddy, flex your muscles. Go ahead. Oh, you're not in a big rush anymore. What the fuck happened there? Oh, you're not in a big rush. Oh, what happened? Oh, like, you fucking want to what do you want to do? Like, what are you gonna do? Fucking idiot. Texting. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck this guy. BHEJ221 from Ontario. Alright, well, I got it in case I need to. If I feel like a dick and I really want to do that, I got your plate, son. That'd be a dick move. I'm gonna get off here. Anyways, get off this highway while I can, while I'm still breathing. Oh my god, that guy was pissing me off. I'm sorry. Anyway, back to the conversation at hand. Shit like that bothers me. Not because it's poor driving, not because, you know, it's just it just makes you look like an idiot. None of those things. And I mean this 100%. I don't road rage because shit, I'm just gonna go around you. Don't mind me, sir. I know it's a solid, but god damn it. We're in Alberta. We're in Alberta, bitch. We do what we won't. Am I right? No, we don't talk like that. I'm just kidding. But, okay. So, anyway, as I was saying, as this truck turns in front of me. Sorry, I had something in my throat there. I had to clear it. Anyway, as I was saying, the reason I get so angry is because these people are given a license, okay? They're given a permit to use a motor vehicle on public roads. And they cause accidents on a daily basis. People are getting hurt, people are getting killed. It's all because one person thinks that they're immune from traffic laws. They think they're immune from any sort of law. For example, texting and driving. If you guys could see, if I had a camera on the back of my car, like I said, the dash cam I actually want to get does have that feature. It's got a front and rear facing camera. He would, like, it would show how fucking close he was to me, and he texting the whole time. So if I was braking, if I had a sudden urge to brake, or I had to brake somehow, he would have hit me. No question. He would have hit me, causing me harm, him harm, and who knows who else harm. Like, that's what bothers me the most. Now, and my point being is, remember how I mentioned earlier, the road that I wanted you to remember. That particular road, a few weeks ago, maybe even a few months ago now, it may have been a little while, I had heard on the news that at that point, remember how I said the southbound side, so the opposite side of where I was heading, the southbound side of that, at around 10:30 at night, 11:30 at night, on a Sunday night, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it was a Sunday or a Monday night. It was an off day. Two people, one person with a group of, I think, about 4 passengers, maybe 3 passengers. It was a full car, so it was a 4-door car, driver, passenger, and the 2 people in the rear. And they were heading southbound, like I had mentioned. They were heading south on the Anthony Henday. And somehow, some other lunatic, I don't know if he'd been drinking, I don't know if he's just a fucking moron, and I'm gonna go with the former, or the latter, sorry, because I don't think there was any alcohol. I think he was just a fucking idiot. Somehow went Great Britain on us, and from that one merge lane, I passed one of the overpasses, I can't remember exactly. He got on the Henday, heading northbound on the southbound side. So in layman's terms, he was on the wrong side of the road going into oncoming traffic. Being slightly a darker, sorry, this camera's not perfectly stable. It's kind of nighttime, it's hard to see, and you're doing highway speeds, The two cars had an oncoming head-on collision. This guy was debating on running the light. Wow. Okay, anyway. So, tell me this. How the hell in driving, in your years of driving, if any of you drive, would you know where the fuck traffic was headed? Would you go on the wrong side of the road? Of course you wouldn't. The only maybe possible exception to messing that up accidentally is if you come from a country where, and you come from a country and you go into another country where traffic travels on the opposite side that you're used to. For example, in North America, we travel on the right side of the road, and in places like Australia, UK, a lot of places in Europe, they travel on the left side of the road. So that's the only real excuse to be driving on the wrong side of the road. So I don't believe that was the case. I think the guy was just a moron. And then you've got these guys, these driving companies that give these people a license, and they give them a license based off people they know. So say like, oh, my uncle owns this car company or owns this driver's training company. He's gonna do my test and he's gonna pass me. I'm not kidding, that happens all the time in this city. So you're giving people licenses that clearly can't drive, and what you're doing is potentially causing a future death. How could you, as a business owner, as a person who has that much authority, you know, has the ability to give people the ability to kill somebody, potentially kill somebody, how does that make you feel, knowing that because you gave this person a license based off of knowing them or whatever, not off their driving ability and knowledge, that it potentially causes someone injury or death, God forbid. Like, that's why I get so angry on the road. Basic things that every single road user should know, they don't know. Or they're just ignorant to it. They don't know basic car control, they don't know how to signal, they don't know, you know, they do illegal things like running red lights. That's a daily in this city and this province. Ooh, GTR. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. There's a truck right in front of me. No, the GTR just drove by. Anyway. But, like, I just don't get that. And it pisses me off. That, you know, and you've got these tester people. These people who run tests for, like, you know, do the testing for drivers training. And they fail a lot of people out of spite, you know, so that they can make a quick buck. And I'm not gonna lie, like, okay, I'm gonna give you, at least in Canada, I'll give you, or actually I should say in Alberta, where I'm from, I'll give you the rules of the licensing stages. At 14 years of age, you can get your learner's permit, which is where, it's technically called the Class 7. And what that does is it allows you to drive with somebody who's fully licensed. I'll get to that in a second. Then there's the licensing at 16. Which is what we call a GDL Class 5, Class 5 GDL. And the Class 5 is the license that I have. However, I do not have a GDL. A GDL is basically like a temporary license, and it's got a lot of restrictions, a lot of potential, you know what I mean? Like, okay, so it's like it's a probationary driving period. So when you're 16, and you get that license, they actually take you out on the road, they test your knowledge, they test your ability to drive, and they give you a license. It allows you to drive on your own free will without having to have somebody who's fully licensed to be there in your passenger seat. You can drive by yourself. And finally, the third stage for basic driver's license, I want to make that mention, is the full Class 5, and that is obtainable at 18. So so that will basically remove your restrictions from the GDL. Like the GDL is like you can't drive after midnight, or you can't drive after 2 a.m. or something ridiculous. You can't have any blood alcohol level, like the level has to be 0. So if you have any, like if you like breathed in some booze, if possible, they would arrest you and you'd lose your license. And that kind of stuff gets taken off. So you have way more flexibility. All right, my sincerest apologies about that stop there, guys. The camera just turned off, or sorry, it stopped recording. I don't know why. It's got plenty of recording left, and it has plenty of battery left. So I think it just overheated a little bit because it's in the hot sun. So I put the AC on where the camera is, because of that damn encasement, you know what I mean? It gets pretty hot in there. So it was funny though, as it cut, unfortunately, this guy next to me, he tried to race me. I'm serious, he tried to race me. I was like, dude, I'm not trying to race you. Like every time I try to speed up, because I was trying to speed up to change lanes to fix the camera, I had to pull over and fix the camera. He tried to race me. Yeah. And I'm just like, bro, go home. You know, and of course he was just like some young punk who thought he had a big dick. You get those from time to time. Anyways, as I was referring to earlier, before I got rudely interrupted by this camera, and I was mentioning it before, they like to fail you on that 18 full class 5 licensing. They're like, it's 150 bucks, at least when I went to get it. And it's 150 bucks just to buy just to get the testing. And they'll fail you on the first run, no matter what you do. And that way they can get another 150 bucks from you. And it's super greasy, but they don't care, man. They just want their coin. And it makes you wonder if like people who really know, who study the books and have been driving for years, practicing on their GDL, and they go for their full class and they get failed, you're like, how the flaming titty milk did these morons actually get a license? Like, it makes no logical sense. And that's what pisses me off the most, is that they're handing out licenses to people who can't drive, putting people's lives in danger, and they wonder what the fuck is going on, you know? It's just blind ignorance, you know? And I'm gonna tell you guys a little story as well about my driver's, when I went for my full driver's license. When I went for my full class 5, when I got all my licenses, I got them at 14, 16, and 18. Guys tend to do that because they want to get on the road as soon as possible. So I did all my stuff at that time. As I went for my 18-year-old full class license, I thought I did phenomenally. I'm like doing really good. A few things I'm like, oh, okay, I got a little sloppy with it, what have you. It's pretty standard stuff, you know, that like getting lazy with signaling, not signaling, sorry. But you know how like whenever you turn onto a road that has an invisible lane, like any residential, there's technically 2 lanes there, not one. So a lot of people will turn wide when you're supposed to turn sharper and signal over, and that's technically the proper way. I think it's kind of a dumb way of doing it, but that's how they have you do it. So anyways, so I made little mistakes like that. When I got back from the test, he had failed me ridiculously, like so much to the fact I was like, what, did I hit something? Did I kill somebody? You know what I mean? And I'm just looking through my test, and I'm looking at things. And okay, when I went and got that license, I was driving an Audi A4. So I don't know why I was gonna say R8. I was driving an Audi A4 that I had. It was a 98, and it was a 5-speed, and so it's standard. And I remember at one point, what I usually like to do to save the brakes, I like to use the gears to slow myself down. That way it's softer stop. You don't have to worry about people slamming on their brakes. Go ahead, bro, it's the 3-way. And you don't have to worry about people slamming on your brakes, and it looks better for the instructor to be like, oh, you can drive nicely, blah, 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 right? So that's what I was doing. And what I did was I felt like I was going a little too too fast for second gear. So I was in third, and I shifted down to neutral, like that, bam, neutral, waited a couple seconds, and then I shifted down into second, and it was a smooth, silky gear change, brought me to a stop without having to use the brakes too terribly much. You know what he said? I lost control of the car. I'm not kidding you. He said I lost control of the car. And I'm like, why? I remember I confronted him in front. It was funny because I went into the office where they were doing that. There were kids waiting for their exams as well. And I'm like, what's this? I'm reading this. I come back in because he left. He got out of my car and he's like, here you go. I'm like, wow, fuck you, buddy, right? So I got out of my car and went back into the office, and I said, what the hell is this? You failed me on purpose. Like, as a general, like a few things I agree I did mess up on, but at the same time, like not enough to warrant a failure like that. You know what I mean? It just didn't make any sense. So I started looking at, and like I said, there were a bunch of things but this is one of the ones that stood out. Okay, I'm gonna see if this guy wants to come in. Is he dreaming? Okay, he's dreaming. I was gonna let him go, but he's dreaming. You missed your chance, bruh. You missed your chance. Gotta be on your toes and not checking your phone. I think he was actually checking his phone. Anyways, now he's blocking traffic. Oh shit, I'm sorry, bruh. Sorry. That was my fault. I'm sorry, lady. She figured it out. I was blocking this entrance, me talking shit. That's instant karma. So I wasn't paying attention, I was distracted. Distracted driving! Dan, you're vlogging, that's distracting. Not really. You know, I'll shut up and when I'm not, you know, I need to focus. That's important. So anyway, is there someone crossing? There's a lady with her baby. Babies! Babies! Green light! Babies! Ladies and her babies! Into second. Followed by third. Anyway. Oh, his gas cap's open! Sorry, dude left his gas cap open. I don't know if you'll see it on the camera or not, but dude had his gas cap open. That is the most embarrassing thing ever. Anyways. So anyway, I was like, I'm sorry, I get so distracted. I confront this dude, and I'm like, what is this? And he's like, you lost control of the car. I'm like, why? Because you put it in neutral. And I'm like, do you even know how a standard transmission works? He's like, oh, I understand. I'm like, do you? Because I guess every time I change gears, I lose control of the car then, huh? He's like, well, no. And I'm like, what do you think the clutch does? Every time clutch is in, it's in neutral. You moron. And I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. And I'm just shouting all this stuff at him. And I turn to the kids who are waiting. I'm like, I hope you're not waiting for an exam with this guy. He'll fail you. He doesn't even know how to use the car. Like, he doesn't even know how to operate a fucking vehicle. And he's the one who can say whether or not you get your license. Like, fuck that, you know? Like, that just pissed me off. And I went to their sister company literally the same day. And what did I do? I passed with flying colors. I'm like, wow, what a difference. What was the difference? No difference. Just the guy tried to cash in. That's seriously all he was doing. Is that my friend? Is that my buddy? I think that's my friend. No, it's four-door. Never mind. No, he does have a four-door. That could have been his. Sorry, I got my buddy who I mentioned on Instagram and whatnot, who did my headlights for me. You know, the conversion, and he's getting me all these LEDs and stuff. I think that might have been him, but I'm not sure. Anyways, I looked at his lights, and he's got these custom. He's got a blue F-150, and he's got these custom headlights and taillights, and I think I saw them, but I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's the problem. Getting all this mixed up, and just getting across a bunch of traffic. Is this guy gonna be a douche? No, he's not. Here we go. I don't know why my acceleration is getting so slow, but we're gonna shift into fifth gear there. Yes, sir, we are. We're gonna shift into fifth gear. I'm a crazy person. I love the lightness that this vlog has turned into, you know? It was like, ah, fuck, I'm so angry. And then I'm like, ah, la-di-da. See, that's just it. I don't like it when I get angry that way, because it makes me angry at anything. Like, all anger that Dan ever has, Dan rants, stems from this giant world that I plunge into on a daily basis, and the bullshit I put up with, like the stuff you guys don't see that I would love to catch on camera. That's why I want to get that DashCam, because then I'd maybe post a separate series of bad drivers or something if I really wanted to. If that's something you guys would want to see, of course, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I'm just getting fed up with it, and the whole reason I get so angry, people are like, Dan, just let it go, move on, don't think about it too much, you probably won't ever see him again. And I'm like, you know what, you're probably right, but some unfortunate, look at this guy on his phone, put the phone down. And you know, that's another thing. That's a Toyota Camry, brand new, it's got Bluetooth. There's no excuse for that. Brand new cars have Bluetooth in them, like most of them, and I know that car does. Like, my phone's connected to Bluetooth. It's better than fucking using your hand, like, you know, you stupid ass. Like, I don't get that. You'll get people in like BMWs and Mercedes and just brand new cars. What, it doesn't have to be like Fords, what have you, anything, any brand new car. You know, you've got like an in-car thing, like, oh well, it sucks. Well, it's safe. You're not even supposed to be using the car, and you're not even supposed to be using the phone in the car to begin with. So stop. Like, I will not answer a text. I will not check my phone, even at a light. I will never check my phone or grab my phone when I'm behind the wheel. It stays in the pocket, out of the way, out of my mind. If someone calls me on my Bluetooth, it'll ring in the phone, or sorry, ring in the car, and I'll answer it there. But there's literally no excuse for that shit anymore. I remember driving along this punk kid, and he was weaving in and out of traffic. Like, not weaving, but he was drifting. So he would cross the line, then cut back, and you could see him, he'd jerk it back. And then I pull up next to him, and of course he's on his phone. He's literally looking down in his lap like this. He's looking down in his lap texting. So I give him a little honk, like a little one, just like a, yo, look over here kind of a thing. And I'm like, dude, phone, put it down. It's illegal, put it down. And he's just staring at me. And I'm just like, put the phone down. You're gonna kill somebody. And he's like, and I'm just like, watch the road, right? And he's mimicking me, he's making fun of me, he's mocking me. He's just like, you know, doing the same thing I'm doing, like in unison. And I'm just like, fuck you, buddy. Like, you stupid ass. You're gonna kill somebody. It would have been one thing, but he was swerving all over the road. He was already driving recklessly. And then, like, ugh. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just a huge pet peeve, but that's life, man. That's how, like, apparently it's okay to drive around like that now, you know? There's no proper, people gotta be put away properly. Like, this is where the accident happened, actually, right here. Right here. Say I'm traveling, and then all of a sudden you just see a pair of headlights speeding dead on, smash, everybody died. That's what happened, I'm not kidding. At like this point, right before the bridge here that we're coming up to, yeah, that's where he killed somebody, and he was responsible for 4 deaths, including 5, including his own. So, that's what I mean, that is inexcusable. People drive like that. There's no reason to drive like that. There's no fucking reason unless you're a complete idiot. And they can legally be behind the wheel of a car, a weapon. You gotta respect that. You gotta drive properly. You gotta drive safely. So, that's my opinion on the issue. That's why I get so angry. That's why I mean, like I said, this is only my second car vlog where I've done a dash cam, and you guys have seen a few things already. Nothing crazy. You've seen me get pissed really quick. That I was not expecting that. Honest to God, I totally forgot I was vlogging for a second. That's what I mean. Ooh, nice BMW. It was a bike. I like bikes too. By the way, I like bikes too. Anyway, yeah, I mean, this has to change. I don't know. I feel like we're just causing, this shit is just gonna end everybody, you know. And we're gonna have, like, when you see these like teenage girls who are texting and they end up killing somebody, or it's a lot of teens, I find, not just girls, of course, but teenage boys and girls. And they end up killing somebody, and they're all like, oh my God, like, bitch, that's your fault. The death of this person is on your hands because you felt the need to text your friend that fucking badly. That, you know, you smash into somebody, not only causing damage, maybe taking a life or injury, whatever. It's just not, I hate it. It pisses me off. And it's just not fair. So, and especially when you got bikers all around too, like, that's the thing, especially when you're a distracted driver, a motorcycle is a way harder object to see, so you have a higher chance of killing that poor person too. So, heed my message, ladies and gentlemen. Focus on the road. Be safe out there. Don't text and drive. Don't use a mobile phone. Just be responsible. That's my only thing. That's the only request I have. Everyone has a place to be. He's on his phone too. No, he's not. Never mind. He's just doing this. Everyone may have a place to be, but I want to make sure everyone will get there safely, you know? So that's why I get mad, is because you're putting a risk on everybody. You've seen stats. I don't know what else you need. You got to wait until you actually kill somebody before you stop using a phone, and it shouldn't come to that. That's the problem with today's world. We have to wait. We don't realize it until it's too late. You know, like, we could prevent this now, which is why I don't use the phone in the car at all. Like I said, unless someone calls me on the Bluetooth, and then the whole car rings. So, that's my opinions. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments below. If you'd like to see a future road rage / dumb driver compilation, let me know in the comments as well. Any other thoughts? If you have any bad driver stories. Oh, this is my favorite too. This is a free flow lane, and people treat it as a yield. That's another thing. People don't know what mandatory signage is. Anyway, any stories you have that you want to share that were, you know, a lunatic driver here or whatever the case would be, I would love to hear you guys' stories, because this is a particular passion of mine, trying to make sure that, you know, I'll give people, if they're being dangerous, I will let them know. And I have no problems using the double deuce, you know what I mean? Many times, you know, I don't care. Like if, like, a quick brief story right now. Oh, it's green, it's red, bruh. You almost ran that red again. Anyway. Brief story, picking up my girlfriend. She works at a bar on the weekends. It was 3:30 in the morning, and I'm driving back on a 4-lane road. It's not a highway, but it is a 60 zone. Two morons, fuck all of you. Like, this lane ends. Like, oh, fuck that. Nope. Look at this dick face. See what I mean? Fuck all of you. God, I'm sorry. That's just BS. That lane ends, and they don't want to wait in line. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna give you a brief story. Before I call this video a quit, before I call it quits on this video. So yeah, like I was saying, there were literally two drunken morons standing in the middle of this 4-lane road. I'm not kidding you. So I like to make people learn the hard way, but not really, you know what I mean? Like I did was I popped the car in neutral, and I floored it, and I revved the engine to scare them as I drove by. And they didn't get the message, so they're still standing there. Like literally, I'm in my lane, they're only 1 lane over. And so I'm like, you fucking idiots. So I give them a horn, I'm like, get off the road. And dude's like, what, right? And I'm like, bro, you want to fight a vehicle? A moving vehicle? You'll be dead. I'm just thinking, I'm like, I could run your fucking dumbass down and sue your family for damages on my vehicle. Legally, I could do that. Damages and cleaning of your stupid ass to get it off my fucking windshield. Like, no, like that's jaywalking. It's illegal. Just because you're a pedestrian doesn't mean you're given the right of way at all fucking times. That's what I mean. Jaywalkers, like that dude there with his dog, technically jaywalked. People, like, that's what I mean. It's not just drivers. It's everybody needs to learn. And that's all I've ever asked. So just learn your shit before you step out on the road, and think about who you're about to kill. Let's put it bluntly. Who are you willing to kill today when you pick up your phone? Or you don't learn the proper rules of the road. You know, you see people drifting, and you see people not lane changing. You see people turning from the center lane instead of in a turning lane. Like stupid bullshit. You see it every day, and it's inexcusable. In a road test, they'd fail you for that. They would. So why is it allowed? Why do these people have licenses? Oh, right, because their families run the business, so they can just fucking, here you go. And you'll have these gangs who shake other people down as well. They have gangs that shake them down and say, yo, we need licenses. That's how it works. So anyways, guys, I think I've gone on long enough. Like I said, thoughts below in the comments. And yeah, be sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next car vlog. And I'll see you as well in plenty more gameplay, all right? Take care, guys. Have a good one. Stay safe out on the roads. No phones. Earn the license. Know what you're doing. And everyone's okay. Take care, guys.